Incoming speed! For Athens!
A sharp, indrawn breath from Themistocles.
In the Straits of Salamis, 480 BCE, this is not a battle, it is a maelstrom. A floating abattoir where the fate of Western civilization is being decided. Here, the largest navy ever assembled has become a victim of its own colossal size. Its advantage in numbers turned into a fatal liability. Persian ships, vast and ornate, collide with their own sister vessels in the narrow channel, their oars snapping, their crews lost in a panicked, tangled mass. They are perfect targets. The predators are the triremes of the Hellenic Alliance, manned by citizen soldiers fighting for the ashes of their homes. Their bronze rams strike with the force of thunder. Athenian marines leap across the water, turning Persian decks into slaughterhouses.
For Persia! For glory! Press the attack!
High on a golden throne, King Xerxes watches the dismemberment of his invincible navy. Every shattered oar, every sinking vessel is a testament to a catastrophic miscalculation. This is the sound of an empire drowning. To understand how supreme arrogance turned to ruin, we must rewind. Days earlier, the city of Athens is a smoking pyre. After smashing the Spartans at Thermopylae, the Persian army marched south and fell upon the heart of the rebellion. The city was evacuated, its people leaving their homes and temples to the mercy of the invaders. There was no mercy. In an act of calculated terror, the Persians sacked and burned Athens to the ground. The Acropolis became a monument of desecrated temples, its smoke a pall of despair. The act was intended to break the Greek spirit, and it nearly worked. In the Greek War Council, panic and division reigned. The Peloponnesian commanders argued for a retreat to the Isthmus of Corinth to form a last defensive line for their own homes. To abandon the fight now was to hand Persia total victory. In this crisis, one man stepped forward, Themistocles of Athens. A politician, not a king, his power came from the brilliance of his mind. He argued that to retreat was to die.
Here, the narrow straits will neutralize their numbers, turning their greatest strength into a fatal weakness.
In the open sea, the Persian fleet would envelop them. But here at Salamis, in these narrow waters, they could turn the tables. Here, numbers would not matter. The cramped space would force the Persians into a disorganized column to be destroyed in detail. But fear is a powerful motivator. The council voted to retreat. Facing ruin, Themistocles made a gamble of breathtaking audacity. If he could not convince his allies, he would force their hand by convincing his enemy.
The Persians
In
are not to
darkness,
be
he
trusted.
summoned his trusted servant,
Yes, master.
Sisinus, who spoke Persian. He gave him a message and a mission that would either save Greece or doom it. Rowing a skiff into the heart of the enemy fleet, Sisinus brought a secret message to King Xerxes.
Speak,
It was a
Richmond.
masterpiece of
What
deception.
business do you have here?
I carry a vital message for the king, a matter of grave importance.
Themistocles, the message claimed, was a secret sympathizer, revealing that the Greek fleet was terrified and planned to flee. If Xerxes acted now, he could block the exits and capture the entire Greek navy in one fell swoop. To Xerxes, a man who believed himself a Gishben, the message confirmed his every prejudice. His hubris was the fertile ground for Themistocles' lie. He took the bait. The order was given. The trap was set. As the massive Persian navy moved through the night to seal the exits, they believed they were trapping the Greeks. In reality, they were entombing themselves.
They've taken the bait.
Our retreat is cut off. There is no choice now. We fight.
May the gods grant us strength.
Remember your families. Remember your homes. Remember Athens. Advance! Back off! We're going to collide! Slow your oars!
As dawn broke, the Persian vanguard pushed into the narrow channel, expecting to find a fleeing enemy. Instead, from the hidden bays, they heard a sound that chilled them to the bone. The paean, the Greek hymn of battle, rising in a terrifying, unified chorus. The trap was sprung. The Greek fleet surged forward in a perfectly formed line, charging headlong into the compressed Persian vanguard. The first impact was the opening note in a symphony of destruction. All along the line, bronze rams met timber, and the Persian front shattered. The Greeks employed deadly tactics like the devised, sailing through a gap in the enemy line, killing the defenseless rowers as they passed, then wheeling around to ram the helpless vessel in its stern. Persian command and control disintegrated. Ariobagus, Xerxes' brother, was cut down in a boarding action. In the rear, commanders, blind to the disaster, continued to push forward, compounding the congestion. The straits became a logjam of self-destruction, with allied ships crashing into each other. The Greeks became predators in a target-rich environment, picking off helpless vessels at will. On the island of Citolea, where an elite Persian garrison waited to finish off survivors, the tables were turned. The Athenian Aristides led hoplites ashore and systematically annihilated them. Panic became the new commander of the Persian fleet. Morale evaporated. Some Ionian Greek ships, forced to fight for Persia, turned their rams on their masters. The battle devolved into a rout, the rout into a hunt. For hours, the Greeks pursued the fleeing, shattered remnants of the armada. This was not a battle for territory. It was a battle for survival, fueled by vengeance for the ashes of Athens.
Look at the battle! They are running! Engage them!
The next dawn revealed a scene from a nightmare. The clear blue waters were a thick, grotesque soup of splintered wood and the corpses of more than 40,000 men.
Hold fast, brother. You are safe now.
The sea was the grave of an empire's ambition. The victory was total, but the price was horrific. The victors, exhausted and numb, began the grim task of recovering their dead, while the stench of decay rose from the water.
Thank you.
On the shore of Attica, King Xerxes was paralyzed by shock. In a final hollow gesture, he ordered the construction of a pointless causeway to mask his true intention: flight. His nerve was broken. Leaving his best general, Mardonius, and an elite army to winter in Greece, Xerxes and his royal guard slipped away in the night. His great invasion had ended in personal, shameful humiliation. His long march home would become a grueling odyssey of starvation and disease that would claim thousands more. For the Greeks, the victory was consecrated in fire and grief. A great funeral pyre burned on the shores of Salamis. But even in triumph, old rivalries resurfaced. Commanders from Athens, Sparta, and Aegina argued bitterly over who deserved the highest honors. The Hellenic alliance, forged in desperation, proved to be a fragile thing. Themistocles, the architect of the victory, once again found himself an outsider. His genius resented by the very men he had saved. But he knew the arguments were meaningless. The victory, as monumental as it was incomplete. The Battle of Salamis was more than just a naval engagement. It was a turning point in history. It was a brutal, bloody lesson, written in water and wood, that strategic brilliance, unified will, and the courage of free men fighting for their homeland could overcome impossible odds. The wisdom of Themistocles had triumphed over the brute force of Xerxes. The victory ensured the survival of Athens, and with it, the nascent concepts of democracy, philosophy, and theater that would form the bedrock of Western civilization. But the serpent of invasion, though wounded, had not been killed. Its head had been cut off, but its body remained. On the plains of northern Greece, the Persian general Mardonius gathered the finest fighting forces left to him. The elite immortals, the powerful cavalry, the disciplined infantry. This was no shattered remnant. This was a massive professional army, now hardened and thirsting for revenge. They would spend the winter healing, re-equipping, and preparing.
The sea is against us.
We must find another way.
But what if there is none?
The Greek commanders standing on the cliffs of their hard-won island understood this. Their gazes shifted from the sea into the land. The threat had not vanished. It had merely changed its form. They had drowned an empire's navy, but now they had to face its army. The victory at Salamis had saved Greece from annihilation at sea, but the war was far from over. The final bloody reckoning would come on land.